Okay, so like the sign said, this is Talon grip install on the brand new 45 Shield from Smith & Wesson. Everything you see here is about all you need, except the alcohol wipe that comes with the Talon grip. And I'm going to take one extra step this time that I don't normally do, because I have shot this gun quite a bit and it does have a pretty aggressive granulate type of texture. So I'm going to take a step I don't normally do, and that is I'm going to actually take a toothbrush, a clean, dry toothbrush, and just sort of go over the grip, especially on the back strap and areas where I might be leaving some skin and just grinding in some dirt. Make sure we have as good an adhesion as possible with the Talon material. So you may wonder why. You've told us how great you think this grip material is, and I have, and I do think it is great. So why then would you be putting a Talon grip on it? Well, this grip is so good and so aggressive that it's actually a little uncomfortable against bare skin. So if you put this in an inside the waistband holster and you put it up under your shirt and it rubs against your skin, it's actually a bit irritating. So while it's great for shooting at the range, and it would be perfectly fine for outside the waistband carry, if you're going to carry it next to your skin, you may want something between you and it, and you certainly don't want to sacrifice grip. If anything, you might want to try and improve that. So that's why I'm going with the rubberized Talon grip, my choice for anything that's going to be a carry gun. So I'm going to put that on, and I also am going to put on the grip for the extension on the magazine, the extended magazine. So we'll do that. We'll do it all in one shot, and let's get to work. So you know the first step is to clean it. We're going to use the alcohol wipe to do that. I'm also going to take the slide off because we don't need the slide, and that helps us to ensure that we're dealing with a safe gun. Just the frame. Okay, let's get started. Okay, step one, clean it. Now we do our dry fit. I always highly recommend that if you haven't installed a Talon before. You try it for the first time, definitely make sure you do a dry fit. I do it for every gun, regardless. The part that always gets me is this back strap area. So I'm actually going to probably lay that in place first. You can see how much higher this rubber goes for the Talon, way up above the stippling. So you're going to get a lot more grip surface is what you end up with. And you do feel that under your thumb. Let's go ahead and peel the remainder off. Yeah, that little window didn't quite come out for the M&P logo, so that is laying just about perfect. Right across the bottom, nice and level and flat. Now we wrap across the front strap. Get it over to almost touching, not quite, and then I'm going to need to lift this piece. Back, and I'm just going to hold it back a little bit while I tuck that under. Okay, then we roll him back over the top. I'm pressing, I try to press down straight. I try not to move the material as I'm pressing it, so I'm trying to press straight down as I lay it in place. I'm pretty happy with how that looks. This is a one-piece grip. There is no adjustment, or there are no replaceable different sized parts for the back strap. So that makes it a little easier for the folks at Talon to design one that fits perfectly without having to have multiple sizes. Okay, heat it up with a hairdryer. That's an important part. Okay. We use the patented smush technique. Just press it down nice and firm everywhere. It should be hot to the touch. I will heat it once more, but in the meantime, I'll let that sit a moment. And I'm going to go ahead and do the magazine base plate. I'll only make sure I know which way it goes. Okay, it goes that way. This is kind of a all at one time wrap around type of a deal. Put the magazine base plates on is usually pretty easy. It's very simple. Just a matter of getting everything squared up and lined up, and then stick it down. Okay, same process. So we're going to heat this up and squish on it. Okay, I will probably heat it and smush it one more time. I usually try and do it twice, but I'll spare you the agony of watching. Let's make this thing look like a pistol again. There you go. There's the after. Smith & Wesson 45 Shield with the brand new Talon grip, rubberized. Definitely would not put a granulate. First of all, you don't need it because the stock grip texture is as good as that almost, and then number two, it would not be comfortable for carry. So that's what I recommend. Talon rubberized. It feels great. It's nice to have this up here under my thumb too now. Some nice grip texture. Brand new Talon grip on a brand new model.